back from wherever I was supposed to be and around town just to make something work. Tell me how I'm moving from one filling station to the other and they're telling me there's no fuel.
Ooh. Wow.
So this morning, I'm coming in and I'm hearing also on the news that I think that Chamber of Oil Commerce has, reiterated the fact. I mean, I think there was a PR who was speaking about that and said we actually we're telling the outgoing government that it's looming, and they probably just didn't pay attention to it. And in my face, I was like, oh, okay, so this was happening. I mean, yesterday I was just moving all around, and you get to somewhere and they just wave to you. They're like, no fuel. And well, when that happens, petrol for that matter, but diesel is there. You get it. So I'm quite concerned. To be honest, I am concerned. I am concerned as a citizen. So if we are going to have a fuel shortage throughout the whole country, that's really. We'll pack our cars and start walking.
Yeah, Nigeria has gone through it.
Wow.
People are no better than them.
Anyway,
but I think that I have so much in the in the current government that they are able to address the issue, because so far we've seen some proactiveness in their communication. I'm pretty sure by this morning they might have heard whatever it is that is coming from whichever institution that is in charge of we having oil in Ghana. And so I believe that maybe in the next 24 hours we're going to be hearing some communique from the office of the president or even the chief of staff to see what this issue will look like. But let us know on the show this morning, do you have fuel? Wherever you're finding your fuel this morning, did you get? Let us build the conversation to get a solution for this issue. But let's get into Coffee Day.
Yeah. Well, we cement that with some music, all right, just to, pave the way for a bright morning this morning. Yes, so here it is. It's coming in from Stone Boy. It's called Torture. Light your torch on and...
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Torture.
I've seen this girl, MC Yayebwa, singing this song like her life depends on it.
And
Mana Torture, no, Masa.
Light your torch.
Hey,
don't be saying you light the torch. You light the torch. The torch there for light up.
You didn't lie.
Your phone no get torch.
Torture from Stone Boy. Let's take a listen. Welcome back from that break. This is still the AM Club coming to you live from the MX24 studios, Oleander Street, East Legon, Accra. Maybe, just maybe, Jay was right about this torture song. I have to go and ask MC Yayeboa if it's the real meaning. But yeah, before we get into that, of course, Cowboy Coffee is out. It's the one holding us down right here on, what was it, Coffee Daily?
Yes.
What? It is your Manatosha that is touching me this morning. But before we get into Coffee Daily, let's talk about something we all want, and that is success. Yes, we spoke about success this morning. Everybody wants it. Everybody dreams of it. So we all aspire to succeed and make a mark in life. We push ourselves to excel, enduring challenges along the way just to be successful. Challenge when work gets tough, and I bet it will, you need that extra boost to keep pushing forward. And on those days where you need someone to be there for you, Cowboy Coffee will be by your side. It's a rich, creamy 3-in-1 blend with a great taste and aroma that would aid kickstart your day. So whether you're working or just creating beautiful memories.
Dortmund, Trent Palmer, Reece James, Sancho, Maresca, Brentford, Diaz, Ashley, Jota. So it's all football right here. And Kuku, Allison, everything here is football. Caicedo, Sells, Nicholas Jackson, Chris Wood, everything football. So
let's go to Boko.
Yes, so we'll just get into Boko first. Not to say that football is not important. I mean, we have some sports updates coming up. So, Mr. Opare says, so how did Ghanaians really trade John Mahama for Adodi? Are we still going to be on this? Can we just let it slide? We have a new president. Are we still going to do compare
Ghana people
and contrast? He's already in Baku engaging the traditional authorities and the other stakeholders in attempts to sustainably restore peace. Change is here, and we thank God that we finally have a president.
His Excellency Dr. Ahmad Mahama Praga.
All right. Did you hear the background? No camera inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Security reasons, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So to this, let's see what people were saying. 2020 says Akufo-Addo also brought peace to Dagbon.
Right.
Mr. Opare says, you don't know what you're saying, so it's going to be a back and forth on that. Mandelic says, I swear, say them paint the house overnight.
Hey.
Big Bird says, I wonder, oh, bro. King of Cobb says, they are going to realize it again soon. Idrisu Haruna says, peace will be restored at Boku, inshallah. Clem Crypto says, Pablo, you be too much. You they understand what youth politics be. Wow. Combat Chris says, can we leave this out of politics? Kweku Hope says, LOL, what we had before was what? Across Ball says, it is all good, bro. Manasseh Azure book title will answer this question perfectly. Felix Popel says, thank God he is back with the reset agenda. Ghana is working again. Kwame Chelsea says, yo. Madame Ifua says, a good question begging for an answer. Big Fee says, it be like what we hear from Kiddie time till now about this party, Ankasa, it be true. What exactly is that? August Bryant Dunn says, colored TV and white and black. Alassane F. Lavin says, because of lies and misinformation. Agama Lizard says, Mahama on a mission. Chief Gadri says, Ghanaians. All right. So before that, well, TV3GH says President John Dramani Mahama meets security chiefs ahead of their visits to Boko and Nalerugu, determined to resolve the decades-old conflict. The visit aims to engage factions and stakeholders to promote dialogue for lasting peace. So he did engage with the security officials. Before that. Okay, so I think this is like a 14 seconds.
Is that umpire?
Yes, so that's the IGP right there. Yeah, then Ubetra salute. Ubetra salute. So with this, Onya says, you guys see, say Mahama gets some aura, or it be my eyes. You can see everyone loves him.
Eyes, he get aura.
No, he has aura. He has aura. There's just something about him.
He's added a bit of humor to it. So he's delivering, those times when Mahama is delivering his speech, now he's added a bit of humor. So when he's talking, you're waiting for when he will crack a joke.
You know, he comes off as those people that maybe you see far off, and maybe you were in a room with them and you dare not maybe approach them. You get it? Because there is this aura around them that you feel like you are kind of intimidated about it. But as you just rightly said about his humor part, maybe or maybe not, that people around him or maybe his wife have, talked to the man that you look too serious, People have complained that, even the people maybe around you have said that this man is too serious, he's too prim and proper and everything. So you did calm down small. So maybe that's what he's trying to, attribute in there.
No,
because if you meet Mahama on a daily, those times can Mahama and Kasadie. It'll be very difficult, not because he's president or anything, but I just think if we should remove the presidential title from him, generally, him moving around, you feel like, hey, Papa Redi, I'm so on pen komo, and yeah, dear meeting in Nakasa.
Okay, I mean that's Obiane thoughts about it, but I've always thought that he looks like a cool personality, but I like the fact that now he makes light of different conversations. Like he would really just add a bit of humor to it and make it a bit more fun. Listen, 8 years in opposition will teach you a lot.
Most definitely. Let's get back into the trends. Let's see what people are saying. Now, Killian says, Oga President Mahama, please replace them all with immediate alacrity, especially IGP Dampare, the man... Nafik. Oh, the only IGP who arrested Galamsey protesters on Sunday and thrown into Insawan prison. I'm a victim. Oh, really?
IGP no, it's the participation down here day. Mukodin se muni achem.
Raymond Redditon says celebrity police salute 2 times. Hey, dear God, is Dampare still one IGP?
Yes.
Ize Miyaki says, why is he sitting to receive the greetings? Asembe Nkreni.
Hey. Really? Is that Miyaki? What mental problem? And I said, well, he's supposed to stand and receive it.
Okota Lampard says that Ekufuado bodyguard did not salute well. Saki Mahama. Lord Carter Ivy says replace all of them. Jesse J says decades of old conflicts. Abeko says leader. This call for replacements,
I think it is unnecessary.
It's I don't know.
Have you seen the police force ever since IGP Dampare came in?
I mean,
have you ever heard in recent times? Those times we used to hear a lot of police complain. Story, we have not been paid. Police are called bribe. All these funny stories have gone missing. Like they've gone missing. And I think Dampare, no matter what people want to say about him, being a celebrity, media darling or whatever it is, how do you resonate? How do you paint a picture of police is your friend when you don't act like a friend? How do you do that? I think I need Sankasano. You pay complain. You pay Yankasa because we can. But if we look at the success of the police force ever since this man took over, I do not care what anybody has to say. Do you see how responsive the police is?
Yeah.
Even when we haven't gotten an answer for an issue, at least we have them communicating to the people, showing respect.
Yeah.
So I think that the call for the removal of the IGP is an unnecessary rant from people. Unless, of course, there's something they want to tell us that we haven't seen yet.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, so CT 97.3 says, my visit to Boku is to thank the Boku Naba for the overwhelming victory in the elections and to reiterate that we will work tirelessly to bring peace back to this area. And that is coming in from the president. Let's get to hear it.
And so my first mission was to come and say thank you to them. Again, during the campaign, I stated that if God granted our desire and I was elected president, bringing peace to Boko was going to be one of my #1 priorities. So today is exactly 1 week when I was sworn in at the Blackstart Square. And it's my first major assignment outside Accra. And so I decided to come and assure you that we're going to work very hard to make sure that we bring peace back to Boko. I remember when I was president, Boko and surrounding areas were very peaceful. And work was going on, people were going about their duties. It's sad that this situation has occurred again. And I know that for the last 3 years, you have not been able to sleep. You've been living under stress. And so the priority of our government will be to bring peace back to Boko so that everybody can go about his duties without fear of harassment.
Okay. So there it is. Yes. So that's it for Boko. That. But did you see the story of a gospel singer in Nigeria who was arrested for beheading his girlfriend apparently in Abuja? Yeah, Oluwa Timilayin Ajayi, an Abuja-based gospel singer, has been arrested for the murder and dismemberment of Salome Adaidu, a 24-year-old National Youth Service Corps member. Ajayi confessed to beheading Adaidu due to a disagreement involving 3,000 naira. How much is that? How much is that in Ghana cedis? 3,000 naira.
That is a funny for me.
Let's convert that.
3,000 naira is about
3,000
30
naira.
cedis.
Whoa. This tragic incident has ignited discussions on safety, domestic violence, and the stark contrast between Ajayi's public persona and his alleged criminal actions. Here's him speaking.
This is it. 28 cedis, yes.
When she came, you caught her doing something. You caught her sex chatting with another man. That was why you killed her. So tell them, what is it? What has she done to you to deserve this? Tell them.
She was always cheating. She hid most of the things from me most times.
How did you get to me?
Because I saw her phone.
How? When did you go to me?
I saw her phone, like I said.
What did you see in the phone that made you very angry?
Most of the chat with the other guys. That's what I saw on the phone.
So that was when you decided to kill her?
Yes.
Do you have any regrets?
I don't have any regret.
Okay, you don't regret killing her.
I don't.
Why?
Because life is reciprocal. That's what I thought. Life is reciprocal. And if you must be with someone, you have to be reciprocal with that person. You have to understand what that person is going through so that you can actually put yourself in the position that kind of person is going through. So that was why I didn't have any regret, because we were actually compatible. So that was why.
So, Mr. Timmy, please narrate how it happened, what you saw that made you kill, and how you did it. What happened on that day?
What happened on that day was very simple. I caught her cheating on me, and so I brought it to her awareness that she was cheating. She refused. She didn't want to accept until I showed her the chat and showed her what she did, what she admitted, and told me she was sorry. It's never going to happen again. That was what happened.
So afterwards, you now asked her to go into the bathroom. What happened?
After that, I told her to go into the bathroom. She went to the bathroom and started some things. Immediately started those things. I couldn't take it lightly. I had to go into the room of where I can get some certain things that will happen. So I took the knife from the restroom and went it to her. Immediately she was lying her hand down. I held her neck and I did what I had to do, and that was it.
When she died, what happened?
When she died, nothing really happened.
You took the cutlass, then what?
I only took some parts of the knife, and that was it. That was what happened.
So how were you caught?
I wasn't caught. I surrendered myself.
It's not true.
How? You were caught trying to dispose her body in the other man?
I surrendered myself. If I didn't want anybody to catch me, I would have done that. It's very simple.
It's not true.
It's simple, to be honest.
Simi said he surrendered himself.
Are you ready to face the wrath of the law?
It's not a big thing to pay. It's not a big thing to pay.
It's not a big thing to pay. So tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Kogi State.
How old are you?
Also get into what people were saying, but give me your thoughts first. You're shocked?
Utter shock. There is no remorse.
Yeah. No, but he said it. He doesn't regret. He doesn't regret at all.
I'm sorry, people. I know people might like this on TV, but this girl has just died.
You know,
very, very, very useless death.
And the way he's narrating it, I mean, that's a painful death.
This guy is a criminal.
Can you just imagine that you just hold somebody's neck
and cut it? He's this is not the first time this guy has done this. Clearly, this is not the first time. And some girls have brought up messages of, between they and him. There are a lot of messages online.
Ladies have come out.
Yeah. And he seems to have a temper issue as well. Because someone he was talking to that he hadn't met didn't reply or something on time or something like that. And he just went off on her. And he's...
No, there's something wrong.
No, this guy's a psychopath.
Yeah, there's something wrong.
He is a psychopath. I mean, look at him.
Mentally, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Well, let's get into what people are saying. So Demik Bay says, ladies should be contented. If not, we can't be spending time and money on you and still be cheating. That's why the dude doesn't have sympathy and any fear that may come when you bear something too much. It creates a very, strong heart. What do you think about this?
I think this one is also a psychological problem, child, that needs to be looked at. Listen, and I'm not saying that if you meet a woman who doesn't seem to have her moral standards in a place where you leave them. That woman does not deserve to be around you. A woman that cannot stay faithful to you does not deserve to be around you. Let her go and find who would love you and respect you. Because that's what all of this is about. Like, why are you staying with a woman that you know is a cheat? Why?
Well, that wraps it up for what's trending on X. And now let's get into our stories. Mimi?
Yes, Augustine is going to be taking us through that right after this. Welcome back to the show right here on MX24. This is the AM Club, and of course, this is the Coffee Daily segment of the show. We're getting into our stories for this morning. There's quite a number of things that are on. Make sure to join us online. It's MX24GH on all social media platforms. We're live on X and Facebook as well, so you can join us right there as well. Augustine Toussaint is here to take us through the stories for this morning. We've already gotten our first heart broken.
Right.
A good part of our heart is broken this morning. But
with regards to the Nigeria story?
Yes, it's very devastating.
Well, in Ghana here, so much is in the news.
Yes.
The president is working. He's appointed some ministers, 10 regional ministers out of 16.
Yes.
6 more to go. We've also seen some appointments in the Income Minerals and Income Commission, where some appointments were revoked. Yesterday we saw Justina Nelson being appointed to head that industry. Well, that is also some appointment news. We've also seen his conversation in Baku, where he says that, you know, restoring peace in Baku is one of his priorities, especially for his government. So he's working around the clock to make sure that, you know what, peace and calm is restored to Baku. Also, the Ghana National Fire Service. Remember that the president, as part of measures, says that he's going to provide security to markets stationed across the country. Now, the Ghana Fire Service has also planted some personnel across markets in Ghana to provide security and be on standby should anything erupt as well. So that is some of the news that's happening.
We're making progress. Let's get into our stories.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the stories. My name is Diana Edinam Kumbey to Saint. Let's begin off with the presidency, where the President John Dramani Mahama has formally requested Parliament's approval for the appointment of 10 regional ministers. Now, in a communication from the presidency, he sent it to the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagman, seeking the vetting and confirmation of the nominees. This marks a significant step in the president's efforts to strengthen governance and ensure effective administration across the regions. Now, let's run you through the number and names of persons named on the list. And representing the Northern region is Ali Adolf John. He is the Minister Designate for the Northern region. Then the Oti region would be represented by John Kwejo Japong. The Volta region is James Gunu. The Eastern region, Mrs. Rita Akosia Ajay Awate. The Northeast region, Ibrahim Tia. The Ashanti region, Dr. Frank Amwakohene. The Upper East region, Akamburigi Donatus Atanga. The Ahafo region, Charity Gardner. The Savannah region, Sally Subiu Awubri, and then the Greater Accra region represented by Linda Oklu MP. Now, the 6 outstanding regions are the Bono East and Central regions, as well as the Western North, and Upper West regions. Now, let's take a look at the statements from the presidency. President Mahama nominates first batch of regional ministers. The President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has submitted the names of the underlisted to Parliament through the Speaker for prior approval to serve as regional ministers. And then the names and regions of the persons: Northern region represented by Ali Adolf John, the Oti region represented by John Kwejo Japong, and the Volta region by James Gunu. The Eastern region by Mrs. Rita Akosia Ajay, the Northeast region Ibrahim Tia. Representing the Ashanti region is Dr. Frank Amwakohene. The Upper East region Akamugi Donatus Atanga. The Ahafo region Charity Gardner. The Savannah region Salisu B. Arubri. The Greater Accra region Linda Oklu MP. Now, the profiles of these candidates, you want to read the full profiles on mx24.app/voting voices. The full profiles and names of persons are on there. Let's move away from that and still stay on the presidency, where President John Dramani Mahama has appointed Justina Nelson as the acting Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals and Income Investment Fund. The appointment was made under Article 195, Clause 1 of the Constitution, Section 2 of the MIF Act 2018, Act 978. This was contained in a statement issued by the acting spokesperson to the President, Felix Kwasi-Ofosu, on Tuesday, January 14th. Now, Ms. Nelson brings over 20 years of experience as a seasoned banking professional. Currently, she serves as a group head at the Zenith Bank Limited and oversees the energy and commercial banking sectors. Let's take a look at the statement from the presidency. Appointment of Acting Chief Executive Officer for Minerals, Income and Investment Fund. The President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has, in accordance with Article 195, Clause 1 of the Constitution and Section 21(2) of the Minerals, Income and Investment Fund, MIIF Act 2018, Act 978, appointed Ms. Justina Nelson as the Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Minerals, Income and Investment Fund. Ms. Nelson is an accomplished banking professional with over 20 years' experience. She is currently a group head at Zenith Bank Ghana Limited with oversight responsibility for both the energy and commercial banking sectors. Ms. Nelson holds a Master of Laws in Corporate and Commercial Law and a Master in Business Administration Marketing, both from the University of Ghana. She also holds a Bachelor of Laws degree from the Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration, GIMPA, and a Bachelor of Arts degree in Management and Psychology from the University of Ghana, signed by Felix Kwasi, the spokesperson of the President. Now let's still stay on the presidency, but this time go to the north in Bawku, where President John Dramani Mahama has reaffirmed his commitment to restoring peace in Bawku, describing it as one of his administration's top priorities. Now, addressing the people of Bawku during a visit by the president, he assured residents that his government is resolute in addressing the conflict and creating an atmosphere of lasting stability.
Thank you very much. Let me thank all of you for the work that you've done for our motherland in terms of keeping our people safe and protecting both internal and external security. We should have held this ceremony on the 7th, immediately after the inauguration, but as you know, we're overwhelmed by visitors, and some of those who came on the 7th left just a few days ago. They enjoyed Ghana so much that they were not in a hurry to leave. But I want to thank you for the good work. This last election has cemented our reputation as the leading democracy in Africa, and a good part of the things like that. Externally, to do with the threats on our northern borders. And so we cannot let our vigilance down. There should be no vacuum. And so you must all continue to work, as the CDS said, zealously, to make sure that there's no breach of the peace in the country. And so I want to thank you for all the work you're doing. We're working hard to set up the Council of State so that we can start to put the controlling boards of all the services and all the government parastatals in place. And so once we have this council, and so I want to thank you for attending to our call at quite short notice, and to ask you to continue to work.
Residents as well as leaders in the Bawku enclave. Away from that, now the Ghana Fire Service, in its commitment to safeguarding lives and property, has announced new directives to enhance fire safety in the country's major markets. Recent fire outbreaks in various markets have caused significant losses and raised concerns about preventive measures. In a statement issued on January 14th, the Ghana National Fire Service directed that personnel and fire appliances be stationed at markets nationwide from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily to provide round-the-clock fire coverage and swift response to potential incidents. Let's take a look at the statement released by the Ghana National Fire Service. Now, the Ghana National Fire Service takes bold steps to protect markets from fires. The Ghana National Fire Service, in line with its commitment to safeguarding lives and property, has issued new directives aimed at enhancing fire safety in the country's major markets. The Chief Fire Officer, Julius A. Kuno, has instructed that personnel and fire appliances be deployed at various markets across the country from 6 to 6 hours daily, that's from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., to provide round-the-clock fire cover. A dedicated task force will patrol the markets daily to ensure swift action in case of any fire outbreaks and to provide constant vigilance. The Ghana National Fire Service will establish fire units or posts in key markets across the country to intensify fire safety education, conduct inspections, and ensure compliance with fire safety protocols. Now, it goes on to say that all Ghana National Fire Service personnel assigned to market protection duties will submit daily situation reports to the National Headquarters Operations platform at 9 a.m. for further review and action. The Ghana National Fire Service will closely with market authorities, the Ghana Police Service, and the National Security to ensure effective surveillance, protection, and quick response to any fire-related incidents. It goes on to say that these precautionary measures come as part of a broader strategy to mitigate the risk of fire incidents in our markets. These measures take immediate effect, and it underscores the Ghana National Fire Service's dedication to ensuring the safety and security of markets, which are vital to the country's economy and daily life. The cooperation of all stakeholders, including market authorities, traders, and the general public, is essential for the success of this initiative, and is signed by Desmond E. Aka, the Divisional Officer and Head of Public Relations. Now, away from that, let's do some business where the managing director of the National Monetary Fund, Kristalina Georgieva, has praised former President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo for his administration's economic reforms and effective management of the COVID-19 pandemic. Georgieva highlighted that the proactive measures implemented by the Akufo-Addo government, describing them as crucial in mitigating the pandemic's impact and ensuring macroeconomic stability. Now, in a special letter to the former president marking the conclusion of his tenure, the IMF managing director also expressed gratitude for the government's collaborative efforts with the fund, underscoring their positive contributions to Ghana's economic resilience. Now, let's take a look at the letter she wrote to the former president. And this says, as part of your transition from your role as president of Ghana, following fair and peaceful elections, I want to express my gratitude for your leadership during your time in office. The policies and reforms during your administration have laid the groundwork for Ghana's future. Additionally, your advocacy for the sub-Saharan Africa region during the COVID-19 pandemic helped mobilize the needed resources to respond to the crisis. I also want to salute the excellent collaboration your government has had with the International Monetary Fund, the recent completion of the third review of the IMF-supported program, and the progress made towards restoring macroeconomic stability over the past few years are a testament to a successful partnership. These achievements reflect your dedication to important reforms, offering a positive outlook for the future. Thank you for your service and leadership. I wish you the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, yours, signed by Kristalina Georgieva, the Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. Now let's come back and do some news with regards to the LGBTQ, where President John Dramani Mahama has proposed a potential new approach to the contentious anti-LGBTQ bill, suggesting it should be reintroduced as a government-sponsored bill rather than a private member's bill. Now, during an engagement with the Catholic Bishops' Conference in Accra on Tuesday, January 14, the President emphasized that government sponsorship would lend the bill greater legitimacy and enhance its chances of successful passage. Now, he explained that presenting the bill as a government initiative would demonstrate broader institutional backing and reflect a more unified stance on the matter.
With regards to the proper human sexuality, and it's quite a long name, proper family values bill. If you remember, there was a court case that injuncted the speaker from forwarding it to the president, and also restrained the president from receiving the bill. Eventually, that case was disposed of in December, I think on the 18th or so. Yeah, so it meant that the injunction had been cleared. But as far as I know, the bill did not get to the president for assent. And so the convention is that all bills that are not assented to before the expiration of the life of Parliament expire. And so that bill effectively is dead, it has expired. I don't know what the promoters of the bill intend to do, but I do think that we should have a conversation on it again so that all of us, if we decide to move that bill forward, move it forward with a consensus. And probably it shouldn't be a private member's bill, it probably should be a government bill with governments behind it after consultation with all the stakeholders to see how we're able to move this forward. But it leads us back to the discussion we had, that if we're teaching our values in school, we won't need to pass a bill to enforce, our family values. And that's why I think more than even the family values bill is us agreeing on a curriculum that inculcates these values into our children as they're growing up, so that we don't need to legislate it. And so we'll see how all this goes. And so I'm looking forward to this review conference.
Now, that was President John Dramani Mahama speaking to the Catholic Bishops' Conference with regards to the anti-LGBTQ+ bill Now, away from that, let's do energy, where the Electricity Company of Ghana is set to commence Operation Keep the Lights On beginning today, January 15 to January 31st, 2025, across all its operational areas. Now, this initiative aims to recover arrears, inspect prepaid meters, and enforce compliance with disconnection regulations. Now, ECG emphasized that self-reconnection is illegal, citing legislative instrument LI 2413, and urged customers to cooperate fully with the exercise. Now, during this period, ECG's regional and district offices will offer limited essential services to focus on the operation. The company reiterated its mandate to legally access installations and called on the public to support its efforts to ensure efficient service delivery across the country. Now, I put out a statement some days ago announcing the beginning of this operation. Let's go through the statement. Operation Keep the Lights On. The Electricity Company of Ghana Limited wishes to inform our cherished customers and the general public that the company will embark on an exercise dubbed Operation Keep the Lights On, effective Wednesday 15th to Friday 31st January 2025 in all ECG operational areas. This massive revenue mobilization exercise will focus on all categories of customers in arrears, as well as the inspection of all prepaid meters to check their integrity. Customers are being reminded that it is a criminal offense to undertake self-reconnection after disconnection. In this regard, the regional and district offices will operate with a lean staff pool who will provide essential services to customers during this exercise to enable total participation by top management and staff. ECG wishes to state that the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission's LI 2413 gives the ECG full access to all our installations. Therefore, customers and the general public are being advised to cooperate with the ECG to carry out on its mandate. And it concludes by saying, help ECG to serve you better. Right. Now, maybe I want to pick both of you, your comments on any of the stories, because it is a lot. For me, I think that what I would look at is the market fires between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. I know it is part of the measures, but could we not make it the whole day?
No, I think...
I understand the precedent that it is built on the back of fire outbreaks happening over the night into the early mornings, but you do not know what will happen.
If we have a reason to think that during the day there can be or possibly fires could break out during the day, then measures will be taken in that direction. But I think it's a call in the right direction, to put it. In fact, if they did anything later than 6 p.m., I'd be very worried. Because markets usually close around 4 or 5 thereabouts. By 6, anybody who is planting anything should be positioning themselves. Right. It usually goes into the night. And I think the president was very clear when they said that the measures are focused on the evenings, because we've seen the history of the fire outbreak. It's usually in the night. And based on that, we need to position security by that time. And so I think for now, there's a call in the right direction.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he did mention also that as part of the measures, there should be some fire tenders that should be placed. So definitely when that happens, I mean, if you're in an institution and you realize that there are tenders around, anything that happens, it breaks out, you get to find out that, okay, there's something happening. Yes. So it's definitely a call in the right direction. And I understand when you say it's not supposed to be only in the evenings. But I mean, you look at it critically and you realize that over the past times that this has happened, that is the specific time that it happens. So why not? We'll prioritize that.
Right.
You know, not to say that we've not had daytime, fire outbreaks before, you get it, but most cases it is within that time. So it's definitely something that has to be looked at. So it's just the swift action for me, and I believe that if they're able to do so, that would be in our best interest. So
I'm very excited about the appointment.
Exactly, I was coming to that.
The name is what?
What?
Oh, Justina?
Justina.
Oh,
Miss
Justina.
Justina.
Miss
Right.
Justina.
Right.
I keep missing the name. I was trying to have a conversation. I was trying to write a post this morning, and I had to go and look at the name again.
Right,
It just reiterates the position of the president that women are going to be given the opportunity, even though she's acting. For now, it's still a very encouraging position to be at this point. And when someone has put in so much, did you see her qualifications? Hey, I started counting how many years I can use to do my own. Because I'm going to start now.
Right.
So that by the time...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start now. I've been motivated. Her CV looks heavy.
Yeah, it does.
And for Zenith Bank doesn't just employ anybody to head, especially that department. And so, a big congratulations to her. Women were winning, we're excited. This president looks like, he's more focused on building the society as opposed to what we have seen in the past.
Right.
And so, we're excited for the women appointments.
Right.
We cannot be angry at all.
And we hope to see more. But then if you want to read the profile of all appointed ministers designate, especially with regards to the 10 regional ministers named by the president, visit mx24.app/voting voices, where you can get a full read of their profile as well as other related news. My name is Augustine Saint. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you so much, Augustine, for coming through with those stories. I wanted to be a little shady this morning, but I'm not going to do that. I was going to say that the Greater Accra Regional Minister, designate, Linda Oklu, came into politics the same way Ma Lydia came into politics.
Oh, right.
In the name of Jesus, we move on. Just work, okay? Just work.
Yeah.
Just work, and the system will embrace you. Just work. And so a big congratulations to the nominated regional ministers. Let's see how that goes through. We're going to move on to sports right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Gratitude for sticking with us right here on the show. This is still the AM Club Radio on MX24. My name is Kojo Dasabre. Now, time for us to dive our attention straight into some sports. Now, of course, we're Betway is holding us down, so most definitely we need to say a very big thank you to Betway for that matter. Now, first a story. Now, Swedish football coach Kim Lars has been appointed as the new head coach of the senior national female team, the Black Queens. Now, Borgegren, a UEFA License A coach, has 18 years of experience in coaching in Sweden and other countries. He has won the Cyprus Top Women's League with Apollon Ladies and the Damaskavensen with Linkopins FC. Now, he holds the joint record with Seven Goran Eriksson for winning 2 domestic titles in 2 different countries. Now, Borgegren will be working with the newly constituted backroom staff, including Charles Sampson and Anita Redu. Now, goalkeeper trainer Nasamu Yakubu, Enoch Jordan Daite, and the athletic coach, I beg your pardon. Now, Kate Boache Ajamine leads the medical unit, while Margaret Foley is the team's physiotherapist. Now, Drusilla Arthur is the welfare manager. Patients Nana A. Kwashi and Queen's legend Adwa Bayo are equipment officers. So appointments here and there, so congratulations to all of them. Let's see the work input this year. Now, away from that, still on football, Liverpool had to come from behind to make their 6-point lead at the top of the Premier League table in an enthralling draw. Fans for cheering on opponent Jessica Buzaz Manero, but the world #1 got the final round of applause after picking up. Here on the AM Club. Now visit the MX24 app to catch up on all the fun and excitement. The AM Club shows featuring engaging conversations, thrilling live segments, and exclusive content you don't want to miss.
Thank you so much for being a part. And to catch up with all the fun, the breaking news stories, sports, and business insight on mx24online.com. Of course, it's entertainment time. And our entertainment prefect is coming through. Interp is coming through with the entertainment news, and that will be Daphne Flashy right after this.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Morning, everybody, and I know that this person is super excited to see me. Apparently, I shine his day bright as the morning sun. At your service, sir. Good morning.
You shine whose day?
I can't even process. the processor.
You see the way you smile, when you see so it's like, go away, go away.
No, when I see you're bringing in juice, so why not?
You can't deny the fact that she comes with some great beauty and a lot more of, like...
And legs.
Give it to her.
Oh, yeah, and
And legs. I'm always
Behave yourself. When they are giving you accolades...
Then she spoils it.
Then she will spoil everything.
I'm sorry.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
I'm blessed, beautiful, successful, and still beautiful.
I'm glad. I've missed you.
You've missed me.
What did you bring for me? Shall I find new words to pronounce so you can buy me stuff?
Oh, God.
Because the last time I pronounced croissant, right? You bought me croissant. So I'm thinking I could say lasagna.
What?
Lasagna? Yeah, I love that.
I pronounced it right so that you can get me lasagna.
The only reason why I bought you croissant is because I'm also a croissant fan. Lasagna, no.
Okay.
Lasagna is the best.
It's the best, my dear.
I think a lot of Italian and American foods are very, very dangerous because the process in which they go through are very scary.
Yeah, so if maybe...
But lasagna, it's life.
It's life.
Don't worry, I was about to do promises I can't keep. Let's move
There's just one right here. It's not even that different, it's just right.
Let's move on. All right, you're welcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, starting with on a sad note, but don't worry, it's just sad note for now. So we have Teddy Osei, legendary musician of Osibi. He has passed away. So sad. So legendary musician and saxophonist Teddy Osei, best known as a founding member of the Afro rock band Osibisa, has died at the age of 88. He was confirmed dead by the President of Musicians Union of Ghana, Mr. Simons, who revealed that the veteran musician passed away in the morning of Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. Teddy Osei was born in December 1937 in Kumasi and discovered his love for music at an early age. He learned to play the saxophone in somewhat unconventional ways, stepping in when the original saxophonist in his college band failed to show up. This determination became a hallmark of his musical career. Osibisa broke new ground by fusing African rhythms with rock, soul, and jazz elements. The band became a global phenomenon in the 1970s, celebrated for its electrifying sound and cultural pride. Though the group's popularity waned in later years, Osibisa's music continues to inspire and the band remains active today. Now, if you don't really know who he is, let's take a look at one song that he's in.
when people have left this earth, especially in Ghana, and we want to, pay tributes to them, this is the song that we normally use. Especially even with TGMAs, there's a part where they always remember all the fallen soldiers, and they use this song. So I don't know about this
year. The song is timeless, it's legendary.
I don't know about this year, because if he's the one who sang it, and we've been using that for fallen heroes, and he's a fallen hero this time around, I don't know.
But will do something iconic.
Yes, our condolences to the family, first of all, to the music fraternity too as well, and to every Ghanaian who loves music for that matter.
I mean, he played his part to, open way for new music and all of that. So it's just that he did his part. So a very, very, my condolences to him. Yeah.
Well, you were about to say something else.
Something that I don't know what I was about to say. All right, but I'm moving away from that. I think people still love the song Essence or the Wizkid album, Made in Lagos album, because after this album was made over, I think 3 or 2 years ago, where it was back on the Billboard, it's now back on the Billboard again. As number 24. I don't know how people listen to music. They are listening, they're like, let me go back to the album. That's why sometimes you see a song, then will have this few views, then you re-listen to it, then you go and you're like, oh, okay, the views have grown. This is the power of music. But ladies and gentlemen, Wizkid's album Made in Lagos is back on the Billboard Hot 100 as number 24 on the album. And so let's quickly get into it. Wizkid's highly acclaimed fourth LP, Made in Lagos, continues to secure its status as one of Africa's most commercial albums. In another landmark feat, Wizkid's Made in Lagos has re-entered the Billboard World Album Charts. Its number 24 entry makes it the 6th straight year the album will appear on the charts, which is an African record. The album's success is by the performance of the hit single Essence featuring Tems, which charted on the Billboard Hot 100. The hit remix featuring Justin Bieber set the record for the hugest charting Afrobeat song when it peaked at number 9. The album was ranked number 2 on the Billboard year-end World Album Chart in 2022, behind BTS Proof. Nearly 5 years after its release, Made in Lagos is now regarded as one of the most impactful Nigerian albums of all time, especially in the streaming era, where it played notable roles in the exploitation of Afrobeats, peaking at number 24. That's amazing. That's amazing, guys. Congratulations to Wizkid. He's always doing it.
I just have a problem with musicians and they doing albums, because sometimes when you're done with an album and then, you have they said, how many songs do you have to an album? Or 14 songs, 15 songs. Then out of the 14, maybe I want 2 beats. And that.
You've not seen the Timeless album.
No, I'm just saying,
timeless, as in Davido's
Timeless. Every song on that album was a hit. That's what I'm trying to debunk. This your statement.
I should have known that there's a Davido baby.
Hey, my brother.
Yeah.
Do not.
That's what I'm saying. That maybe let's put Davido's own aside. Fine. We have not paid. No, because hey. Well, I'm a Canadian and do PR. Please, I beg you. Let me just put it there.
And then Ian's Once Upon a Cat.
Hey,
how much did they pay you again?
A good sum of money. They pay me well.
But for me, there are music lovers who will pay attention to everything of that sort. As you spoken about Davido's type, so now I'll go back and go look at the album itself and then look at every song on it. You get it, but there are people like me in the space where they'll just feel like, album, you get me? Maybe not pass through all the songs, but just 1 or 2 songs that they feel like, these are the songs. And mostly these songs are songs they would release before they even release the album. So it will be there in the space and it will make waves and it will make noise and then we'll be like, this is the song. I
think when you're making such an assertion, I think there has to be a statistics backing it, and there has to be a holistic look at the music scene. Because we have international brands that release albums and the albums do so well, like every single song internationally. So if we're looking at it maybe from a Nigerian scene, we can go back and look at Kiss Daniel, we can go back and look at Timaya, we can go back and look at what's her name, Tiwa Savage, we can go back and look at Maven Records, right? And so if we're making such assertions, I think we need to look at it holistically.
Ghana.
Oh, Ghana. What's his name? One on the album. Yes. So, Stonebwoy has had an album that has done so well. Even his recent one. God.
Fifth album.
The one he just.
Fifth Dimension.
Fifth Dimension. Fifth Dimension is not doing bad. At least 3-4 songs on that album are not doing bad. We've had. Sarkodie released an album, and every single song on that album is doing great.
Yes.
We've had what's her name? Ifya released an album, and is that Ifya our album? I think our album. You know, we've had even what's her name? Black Avenue Music has had like an all-star album that has done so well. So I think that then there's links.
Yes.
Exactly. Then there's what do you call there was Miss V, there was Kwame Eugene, there's Kiddy who has released an album that has done impeccably well. So I think when we're looking at this particular conversation, it needs to be.
Please don't leave that.
Why? Kim Promise. Kwabna. Oh.
Your crush. Hey, it's not your crush again. Sorry.
Now he's my in-law.
I get it.
The way you've forgotten about Paluta is very.
Such is life, Charlie.
We need to investigate.
For life is for life.
She's a true Ghanaian.
No, we are not for nobody. We are not for nobody.
All right, we're moving from that now. I don't know how to call this story, but if it's quite unfortunate or it's funny or what. A 54-year-old French woman left her husband because she claims that Brad Pitt was chatting her in an operating room in a theater, saying that he needed $850,000 to complete his operation. He sent her pictures of the doctors operating him. Sent it to her, said, baby, I love you, you have to help me out. And she divorced her husband and sent $850,000 to Brad Pitt to get his surgery done. When she asked about Brad Pitt's money, he said that because he's going through divorce with Angelina Jolie, right now his money has gone through into the divorce. So you can't even laugh. The money is gone. Right? Yes, only for the woman to realize that it's AI-generated pictures that is making, because there were some pictures that came where he was holding a paper that said, I love you, Anne, you know. And all of that is let them
follow it, and they will know the country that is coming from.
Charlie, what
a country called Niger.
Let us quickly get into it. A 53-year-old French woman identified as Anne has revealed that she was swindled out of $850,000 in a catfishing scheme that she was after being duped into believing she was in a romantic relationship with Brad Pitt. Anne claimed she was initially contacted by someone posing as Brad Pitt's mother, Jane Etta Hillhouse, and later by the impersonator claiming to be Pitt, who sent her love poems and convinced her to send money for supposed cancer treatment and surgery, a loan due to his divorce from Angelina Jolie. Anne only realized she had been scammed in summer 2024, and Pitt stepped out with his girlfriend Inez de Ramon, and she reported the incident to authorities. The incident is currently under investigation. She left her husband. She divorced her husband. Her husband of 37 years. Because someone has sent you card of I love you. And did you see the picture where he was on the operating thing? So how did the doctors take a picture of him if it was real? Right? Where was
AI.
Okay, what are you going to tell your husband? Baby, I'm sorry, I thought it was real. Like,
no, that's it. I mean, you've divorced the person. I mean, that's it.
I would gloat over this if I was the husband.
You divorced the person into no, case closed.
First of all, I think it was her choices. The fact that she's told the French government and they're blasting it all over somewhere. I don't know. I mean, this for me, I wouldn't even go ahead and even talk about this because this would be very embarrassing to me.
I'm not talking about it, people. We're moving on.
I've lost 850,000. You keep it that way.
I think really, I think also she's also putting herself there as the sacrificial lamb so that lots more people don't get scammed with this.
At this age, I read some comments and someone said this is when we need Neve. You know Catfish, the TV show. You see Neve, the man that used to do the Catfish. Said this, oh Neve, where are you? Now that we need you, why? So you go and track him down for us. Brad Pitt. You think you're in a relationship with Brad Pitt? She was like, she was watching TV and she saw that Brad Pitt has stepped out with his girlfriend. He said, Anna, I'm the one supposed to be the girl.
Into Brad Pitt, we're moving on.
Oh, from Angelina Jolie.
It's life. Men will stay in your life.
Oh, sister. You don't know. Maybe it was she that she's staying. You don't know who's staying.
Angelina Jolie can never stay in anybody's life.
Please.
Sister.
Please.
Oh my God.
Now when you say Angelina Jolie
I stay right. You have to keep quiet and sit down. Stay no. Stay.
It's all.
Shall I wear another white?
Well,
so
that's why he's also Brad Pitt. That's why he's also Brad Pitt. Come on.
Brad Pitt.
I'm sorry, I'm not so Brad.
What is Pitt?
It's Brad and Jolie are back together. Yeah, we Brad Pitt, we Jolie. I don't think anyone.
Listen to the name Angelina Jolie.
Now listen to the name Brad Pitt. It's quite Brad Pitt. Very straight to the point. Brad Pitt. You know, Brad Pitt. No, say it. Read my lips. Pitt. Yeah, that's great.
Don't say it. It's Angelina Jolie.
No. Jolie. But by the way, do you know what Jolie means in French?
No.
Beautiful.
Ooh, Angelina beautiful.
Angelina Jolie. You people. It's Angelina.
Anyway, unfortunately, this is the unfortunate incident that has happened to this 54-year-old woman who divorced her husband.
She's 54.
Yeah.
54.
How old is Brad Pitt again?
I don't really know. I think he also be in his 50s. Exactly.
It's live.
This live, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for you.
That's it?
Yes.
You're leaving.
Yes,
just leave.
There are some days I tease our own. There's some days, you see, yesterday we had a good time here.
Yeah.
Today is not supposed to be the same. So if we have a good time, kakra, then we'll do seriousness, kakra. Exactly. Yesterday you missed. Next time.
Bring us a trailer.
Trailer, right? Okay.
Trailer,
I got you.
Oh yes, the other one, the whatever lies.
The Christmas, this one.
Yeah. But I'm not yet done because I fell off asleep. So.
And you're not done since.
I'm not done.
Wait, you're finding a movie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for you today.
You bring me a trailer.
Yeah.
Hey.
She's wondering why we're still talking about it.
Don't worry.
Oh God, are you done?
Milky Way. Let's go. Milky Way.
Milky Way Galaxy.
Okay, so shall I start?
Yeah,
start.
Yeah,
please
My
start.
hair by
Milky Way.
Galaxy.
My earring by
Cartier. No, Chanel today.
Chanel.
My dress by
Big
Girls.
My body by
God. Your pearls by Cartier.
This one is fresh from the oyster. Yesterday is when they killed the oyster.
Okay, and they took the pills out.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and they fixed the pills. Okay, fantastic.
Expensive girl. Very expensive.
Yeah.
Is it the man that will marry you or the man that is dating you that will suffer? Because he has to buy Cartier and Chanel.
Don't say that. He's listening because it's fresh. Otherwise, they are scared. We don't like that.
What say I said?
It's fresh.
Spot somebody.
I'll be lying to you and tell you I'm a good girl. This is that if you do, you're
expensive brand. He must know.
Okay.
All right, enjoy the rest of the show. Over to you guys.
Thank you so much, Daphne. It's always a delight to have you join us right here on the show.
You're welcome.
Jay is always excited to see you. He couldn't wait to come to work to come and see you. If he tells you otherwise, he's lying.
I'm the solid rock in which you stand.
Yeah, you're a very solid rock. Solid rock. Did you know that all the 41 LPG companies and the 800 stations across the country are 100% built and operated by Indians? When you refill your cylinder with us, you support the growth of indigenous business and creates more jobs. But that's not the only reason for you to choose us. Our LPG distribution system offers a beatable value, allowing you to buy any amount of the products in whichever quantities you need, making it incredibly possible with us, you can watch freely, as in your eyes are open, you can see what's happening. The cylinder gets filled. Plus, weighing scales at every station, so you can double check the weight of the quantity filled. That is trust guarantee. Switch to LPG for your car, especially if you drive a taxi. It is more environmentally friendly, helping protect our precious ecosystem. Go green with LPG and make a difference. Remember, when the last tree dies, the last man dies. LPG cylinder at your nearest gas station and help save our forests and environment. Let's protect Ghana for this generation and the next. LPG Company Association of Ghana, your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, and eco-friendly choice.
Well, in today's dynamic business environment, a robust force is pivotal to achieving success. This is why we have thoughtfully designed our health insurance plans to empower your employees and boost the organization's performance. With Equity Health Insurance, your investment transcends ordinary insurance and represents a commitment to the future of your company. Our health is individually tailored to accommodate the unique needs of your employees, comprehensive coverage and exceptional benefits. Our support goes beyond administrative tasks and premiums. At Equity Health Insurance, catered to standing by throughout the entire journey. So please feel free to reach us on 0501 515 124 0539 1073 so that you enhance the level of service we provide to you. Always #here for you.
The Telecel More Money promo excitement is at its peak. Over 50 winners have already walked away with 30,000 Ghana cedis each in the weekly draws. We are getting closer to rewarding one customer with a grand prize, that is 1 million Ghana cedis in the Telecel More Money promo. The lucky customer could be you, because 1 million Ghana cedis, especially in January, it's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen, and I need you to keep purchasing data, airtime, of course. Reload your fixed broadband to get closer to becoming the millionaire that you've always dreamt of becoming. The more you reload, the better your chances of winning. Don't miss out. Dial 500 #, send win to 500, or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in for free. Join the Telecel More Money promo now and change your life forever. It's more 1 million Ghana cedis, guys.
Charlie, 1 million.
1 million, no.
1
Terms and conditions definitely do apply. The promo is regulated by the NLA on the country platform. Connecting energies.
Wow, that wraps it up for Coffee Daily right here on the show. Up next is Fashion Wednesday. Yes, we get into
Before
that.
we get into Fashion Wednesday, friend, I was going to do this today.
Hey.
If he's watching, I'm about to do it. Start to call all your members of parliament.
Hey.
So I told them that I was going to mention his name on television. So Echo Jordan, good morning. How are you doing, good friend?
Hey.
Now you people send me security.
Okay.
Big shout out to you. It was his birthday a couple of days ago. A happy birthday to you, friend. I totally appreciate you. You're a great man, and I pray for heaven to continue to bless you and stop being controversial. God bless you. Happy birthday.
Senior man, happy birthday, why? I don't know. There's just something about January bonds.
They're just, I think they're especially awkward.
Yeah, they wait for a very long time before they celebrate their birthday. So,
but this one is a special one. Great guy.
a special one that we need security for you. Wow. Crazy. Okay, so Fashion Wednesday is up next. We'll be right back.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Every day is packed with its own surprises. You never know which thrill is around the corner.
Feel good. Feel good.
Or how it will play out. There's a sense of excitement.
Did our plane just stop? Another cash out.
That adds a little to my everyday.
Feels like a party tonight.
Michael has been exceptional, surpassed all his targets. Let's hear from this year's Staff of the Year.
This wouldn't be possible without a strong relationship. You've been with me through university. All those days of studying together just to ace those tests, which we did, by the way. And those days of the side hustles, you were there. All of these have prepared me for this moment. Cowbell Coffee has been there with me every single step of the way.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell Coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
Sisi ma send you obia sika ma no enti me twem kwadwo na ponche na
soa ma send ma choose ni ope na fe send sika no ma no.
Sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is free. You can also make payments on all networks with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Shopping just got easier, better, and smarter. A-Z Department Store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana. It's live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home. From fashion to lifestyle essentials, we've redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.onlinestore.azgroupgh.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere.
The offers get even better. 10% discount on first order, free delivery. Note that you can pay via cash on delivery, Momo, and Visa. A-Z Department Store, lifestyle redefined.
Your home, your sanctuary, and a reflection of your personality, your style, your dreams. At Accento Projects, we understand the importance of bringing your vision to life. With a decade of expertise, we've mastered the art of transforming spaces. Right from historic restorations to modern marvels, we solve complex building problems with creativity, craftsmanship, and dedication. Whether you are renovating, restoring, building anew, or simply refining your space, we listen, we care, and we deliver exceptional results. Accento Projects Limited. We don't just build structures, we bring your dreams to life. Contact us today at on 02-0888-2722 or 027-114-2749.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation and beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned and the people behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
Me did only one little deal.
So down.
Did I look at my sit down?
Wait.
Our courses, I beg your pardon, offer something for everyone. And now learn from industry experts, gain hands-on experience, and join a community of like-minded creatives. So register to reserve a slot for our January sessions and transform your passion into a thriving career. Our students have gone on to create stunning spaces and successful businesses. Ready to take the next step? Well, contact us today on 020-888-2722 or visit our office at East Legon at Jingano Design Lab, where your design dreams comes to life.
Well, shopping just got easier, better, and smarter. For those who love fashion and are about to take tips for fashion on the show today, well, this is where to shop once you grab those tips, right? Department store, your trusted go-to shopping destination in Ghana, is now live online. Yes, we are live online. Experience the same trusted in-store excellence from the comfort of your home, from fashion to lifestyle essentials. We have redefined shopping to suit your lifestyle. Simply visit www.online.store at azgroup.com. It's online store at azgroup.com. Browse, click, and enjoy seamless shopping anytime, anywhere. A to Z department store, where style meets convenience. A to Z department store, lifestyle redefined. Now let's come back into the studio, and fashion queen is here. Diana Edinam Kumbey, aka Diana.Kumbey. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Today you came representing the goddess of fashion.
Why?
Oh, you look amazing.
Thank you.
You're
too kind.
You look.
She loves the color nude as well. So.
Yes. So,
well, yeah.
You look.
I like nude. I like browns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I really like browns. You don't even have to do much with it.
It just comes great.
It looks good. Yeah.
Classy.
Exactly.
How are you doing?
By God's grace, everything is okay. And you?
I'm beautiful. I'm successful.
Hey.
I'm handsome. I'm rich.
Wealthy.
Yeah, because at this point,
hey, Charlie, I got money.
Affirmations.
Yeah.
This year we're going to go full into it. You started off this show last year, and we were talking about it when you came on the very first day. We're like, how is it going while shooting? What was it like? We talked about all those things, and you took us through some of the challenges you had, and some of the exciting times. Looking back at the production that you put in so much work in, how do you feel?
Honestly, I don't think it's fulfilling actually to see what you envisioned in your mind come to play, and then people see it as well, and then they commend you, and they're also giving you tips as to how to make it better for the next season and all of that. So yeah, and I don't know if I said it here. Actually, I think I prefer producing to presenting. Yeah. I think production it makes you explore your creative side more. And I don't call myself a creative because I feel like there are other people who do more. Yeah. So like there are people who are doing a lot more. So let me just be at the back and do what I'm doing, right? But yeah, production, you really explore your creativity, and it helps push you outside because you can envision something, and you need to figure out how to make sure that it comes to life the way you have it in your mind. And even if you are struggling with it, you still have to find ways and to through and then make sure you do best. So yeah, it's fulfilling.
So in the future, if given the opportunity, you'd rather go.
Yeah, I was always fine. I was always fine with production.
I don't know what happened. But you're doing impeccably well in front of the screens as well. So you can actually put both.
I mean, when you're one of God's favorite people, it's like that. You don't know.
Do we have these people in?
You don't know which one to choose. But there's sometimes where you production hat, and then you do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And then there are some times where you have to sit in. And for this show, I did both.
Yeah. Yes. You've done it all. You've done. I mean, what can we show you?
Before we get into,
I want to quickly touch on this before you get into the conversation.
All right, go ahead.
Please.
How? I want JKD to talk.
Talk.
No,
right?
please talk.
Talk.
No, talk. talk.
Before I look like a bad person.
No, you talk.
We're in Cervical Cancer Month. Even though it's not fashion, it is very related to women. Anything you would like to say with regards to that before we get into this?
I just want to say that they have to find a different way to check if you have cervical cancer, because the way they do it is not it. I've done that test before. It's not easy.
It's not. You do the PAPs.
Do you know how they do it?
You do the
PAPs. to me.
The PAPs.
You go and lie down and then
is the PAPs
okay. They put something, then they open it.
Yes.
Like
wow.
Yeah.
It's metal, I think. Yeah, you have to.
Wow.
It's like a jack.
Yes.
So they jack you up?
Yes.
They jack open.
You see, we keep saying that we should get checked and all of those things. But it is important that we find a way around the process, because the process is scary. So
it's uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable.
Okay. So while they open, they take something and it's like it has a brush or something on it.
It's like
and they are scratching. They are scratching to get some cells that they go and test for to see. I can, but I'm sure that if you go and research, it is a man that designed that thing.
Oh Lord.
If somebody should go and Google it.
Because
right now,
this is too
right now, please Google it. No, because
it's very uncomfortable.
Usually when women are doing things for women, because you understand what it feels like, it is on board. I Google it. I am sure that whoever designed that
as a helper, the machine.
Whoever that designed that, that's the right word. They jack.
They jack you open.
And so even after, because of the way the process is and the way they scratch inside, sometimes you bleed a bit afterwards and things. So yeah, what have you done?
You're just making me remember that day.
You see,
it's
not an experience. I know that it's important for you to do, but it's really not a nice experience. Once you do it one time, and then when you think about going back, it's a problem, because you remember what it was like, and you don't want to.
That's the work of the gynecologist, right?
Yeah, doctor.
It's actually very interesting that you bring that up, and I always love talking to you because I love your perspective on conversations. And so thank you for bringing that up, because I know a lot of women wouldn't want to say it outside and tell people that this is what we go through on that table.
Why? They need to know. But they need to know.
Yeah.
And so if it's a man. I have been vindicated. I said it. What? It's a man. George. I told you. No, because honestly, when you go back to these things, I've been reading feminist. I've been reading a lot about these things, and even especially in the medical field, because women weren't exactly allowed to be educated and things. Men took the first step, right? So they are the ones who were loud in the medical field. They're doing business. They're doing engineering. All of those things. And so when it comes to certain, for example, heart attack, the symptoms that they used men, you use a man to note down the symptoms of a heart attack. So when a woman goes there and then she's sharing her symptoms, it's like, no,
that's not how it is.
That's not heart attack, but it is. It's because you used one person, gender to all of us. Even autism, they were diagnosing men with autism, and they refuse to diagnose women. And so when you go back to the statistics, you will see that it's like more men have autism. It's not that more men have autism, it's just that women were not being diagnosed. And so there are little gender stuff out when you really take a step back and you look at the situation, because from the mindset, that's why I assumed that it was a man because if a woman is designing something because she knows that this is how I'm going to feel, there will be some certain changes, certain nuances that will be involved. So more women should be in places of power.
Yes, I bought a product when I traveled, and when I was reading the product because it's supposed to be for feminine hygiene. When I read it, they wrote something beneath it that designed by a woman with V, who understands V, person with V. Period. And I don't want to mention the entire thing. And I was like, it's interesting. Period. Because that woman designing the thing knows how it feels like to use it. Yes. And she would not use something that would harm her or make her uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right? Oh, Diana.
You love me.
I love you. I can't even hide it. Let's get into Fashion Wednesday. But again, let's try to push the agenda of cervical cancer, but also the test, because again, Diana raises a very vital, very important point. The process of testing is uncomfortable, so lots of women don't want to go and sit, especially sometimes when the person going to do the thing for you is a woman. Why am I going to sit in front of a woman to do this to me? And so they would rather not go. The fear of being diagnosed positively is also there.
Oh, yes. Yes, and also, I would rather not know.
I'd rather not know. Again, that is, it's been touted as one of those cancers that hides for a very long time. Yeah. And the cause of that also, the HPV virus, is also one that stays in your body forever. And so going to find out all these things is very difficult for women. And so maybe more education and why if we could use other means to test cervical cancer.
Would there be any alternative?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Have to figure.
Yeah. Jay, your question.
Oh, yeah. About that. I was getting interested in your conversation. I mean, But let me take you back into 2024.
Okay.
And top of your head, any wardrobe malfunction for you that you feel like should be addressed in one way or the other? If it's not male, it's feminine. So
can we do it next week or something? Because I feel like I have to really think about it.
You really have to think about it.
I haven't. Again, I'm somebody that.
Because I know you move a lot, and I mean, maybe something caught your eye. You were like, "I idiot."
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That I'm somebody that, if their fashion is different and is wild and is just all. I like it.
You like it, like you're weirdo.
Yes. I wouldn't wear it, but I love that you're wearing it. Like, I'll give you, keep doing you. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. I'm your supporter.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear it, but.
That's the reason why I'm asking you that, because, I mean, something that somebody may see as a no-no.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is, I don't know if it happened last year. I think Fela Makafu thing, and I don't think it was last year. For some reason, the only thing that came, it was an event. And it was very see-through.
Oh, I remember that.
You could see her panty. And, like that one. Okay, maybe nobody told her. I don't know.
It was supposed to be a casual look.
Yeah, it wasn't like So I don't think it was last year though. But her friends didn't force for her. So because it's something that should have been arranged or spoken about.
Watch the people maybe mine will probably be the recent looks of Charlie Dior. I don't know if I'm excited about it. His birthday was that his birthday shoot? The white thing, the one that you are not my you are not my mood board.
Dior is an interesting persona. I don't like his outfits. That's it.
That gown, even though so much controversy around. And he picking the inspiration from Lady Gaga and whoever he might have picked it from. I think a lot could have been done with it. You know, these twins, your friend was a Mitch. They tried that kind of gown before, and even though it looked very controversial, I liked it on them.
They really do well. I think they're creatives like through and through. I don't know if you've watched. They did some short film about how they were born. And really? You can see that they put so much work into production, into film.
Oh, I'm going to look at it.
Oh, it's amazing. Honestly, shout out to them. I love them because I think that their minds, like they've gone far. They're not just the regular maybe Snapchat influencers and things like that.
2029.
They know what they want. I think they have the money to get the best of the best. So even the casting and things, you would think it's just a regular skit or something that they are producing, but it's they went a step further, and they went all out, and they made sure that I finished watching it. I said, "Wait, I want to watch the rest."
More.
Yeah, it was really good storytelling. Everything was just perfect. So I like them, and I'm not surprised that you're saying that you like what how they
could compare that outfit to. I think it was just a bit too busy and all over the place. Or not critiquing for outfits.
But he's also saying a number of times that it's his opinion. You think I have an opinion about it. He doesn't, because he critiques other people, he doesn't mind that you critique him.
Anywho, 6:30 tonight, we have Fashion Wednesday coming up. What are we to expect?
I don't know if you know Sarah Ban Clothing. She's amazing. Sewa Abankwa, she's amazing. I love her designs, and her page oozes class. Like, it's not just the designs, it's the thoughts that what goes into the production of her clothes, and then the pictures to share, you know, those clothes, the videos that she invests in, and all of that. So I love her. I love that her intricate designs, the fusion of the African prints into other kinds of prints. She's pushing sustainability as well. Everything. She was so shy. We went there. She's like, she doesn't do these things. Like, I think this is the first thing she's done or so. Like, she would rather be in the background, like whatever you want to do, like take the pictures, whatever. But she wouldn't be in the spotlight. So she didn't. And this is somebody that was in a different field. I think she was doing banking or something like that. She was in a different field, and then she decided, you know what, I'm going all in. I said this in 2018, and we're in 2025 now. So she's been doing it for quite some time. Yeah, it's just very impressive to see. And so again, we are it's more than just a fashion show where we are talking to you about the designs, or it's also about the people behind the scenes that are making sure that you look as good as you do. And so their stories are very important, and that's where I'm hoping that people take a lot out of. So yeah, the process, how she got to where she is, the hurdles that she had to overcome, even experiences from a different sector, and how she applied it into being a fashion designer or owning this business and having people work for you. You know, all of that is part of, you know, what I want people to understand and take away from the show.
Oh, beautiful. And so tonight,
so tonight 6:30 TV, MX24. We'll be streaming on X as well, MX24GH, also on YouTube. So yeah.
You know, it's quite difficult when you're interviewing people who say that, oh, I'm not the type that I talk.
Yes, she's so shy.
The scenes
I'm like,
and all that.
You know what? It's just a conversation. We're just talking about your life. And
people are
the business that you have here. Girl.
Oh,
it's hard.
It's hard, but I'm so proud of her, because sometimes we had to stop in between. She's like, wait, I'm coming. Let me think about it. She'll think about it. I hope it's not going to be a problem. No, don't worry. Relax. Let's go. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, let's go. You know, we had to keep it up. Like, I think we stopped it twice or so in recording, and then we had to, you know, continue and things like that. So yeah, shout out to the team that constantly they're patient and they make everybody feel okay. So Isaiah, Gabby, everybody is in should I say in studio, at the place wherever we are recording, and also Paul, who is also editing and trying to make sense out of everything. So yeah.
Great stuff. So tonight at 6:30, you're going to be watching that incredible interview that she had to produce on the job. She was producing, hosting with the entire team, and I love that you always give props to your team, because that work would have been very
I mean, if I go there and the camera people say they will not shoot.
What will happen to
They
you?
won't like you.
So we have an excerpt of that interview to play. And so 6:30 tonight on MX24 TV. We're going to be online as well. Please jump on. Let's take some time off to hear stories that inspire us, okay? Especially for the women. This year we said we are starting businesses, okay? The businesses we are starting, the people who have done it before, and they have stories that you would want to learn from. And so that's what makes this Fashion Wednesday show a different one. Because we're not only talking fashion, we're also talking about people's stories, we're talking about their journeys, and what you could pick from that. I love it for you, girl. You do this. So tonight at 6:30, we're going to be watching this, but we have an excerpt of the video. Let's take a look at it.
Ban combination of my two names, Sewa and Abankwa.
Oh, right.
Yes. I think it's generally inspired by my whole fashion journey, how it started, how I've gotten here, and so on. So,
did you always know that?
No, I would say unemployment. That is what comes to mind.
Okay.
So I finished university, and for every student, the idea is that you finish your national service, you get a stable job, probably do your master's, get promoted, on and on. And so that's what I had in mind when I finished university. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So at that time, I have a problem with sitting at one place a long time. So we had a neighbor, he had just finished fashion school, and he was going on and on about pattern drafting and all of that. So I got curious, and then I would go there, help him fix a button, maybe a collar. And, you know, I think that's how it started for me. I don't know, some way, something that, you know, I'll end up there. But it was when I visited Uncle Joseph that I sort of realized it. And later on, I started my 9 to 5, and it was in the era of Wear Ghana. So every Friday, you know, you had to wear like a piece. So on weekends, I'll make a piece at Uncle Joseph's workshop, take it to work, and consistently, I realized that people will ask, "Where did you make this?" And I'll say, "Oh, I made it myself." And then they would say, "I think you should take this seriously." So gradually, I think that started in 2010, but gradually I just realized that, you know, I had a gift of making pieces that people could resonate with, you know, and I think that's how the journey started for me. And in 2018, we decided to make Saraban a business, a registered business, you know, and serve our beautiful women and men, yes. In terms of vision, I don't think it has changed that much, but I think we have evolved because when we started, we didn't have a space. We were more of a virtual brand. For most fashion brands, they start with bespoke and then later on move into ready to wear depending on what their clients want. But we started more with ready to wear.
That was very bold.
Yes, so started and it was virtual, okay. But we realized that one thing about pieces are that they are limited. When it's done, yes. When we tell you sold out, it's really sold out. Yeah. So we noticed that sometimes a piece is sold out and a client wants us to make a piece for them, maybe tweak it, and we didn't have any space. And they also wanted a touch and feel. So that's when we thought about having a space where they can come. Also started bespoke, where we can meet things for and all of that, but we're going to go all out later on. And I think when we started, I would go to Uncle Joseph when I order, his team would work on it, but gradually I got a small space, a workshop, where about 3 but now we're almost 20. Yes.
Look at you taking Ghana's unemployment situation.
Yes, the unemployment.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, digitalization for Saraban, it's been instrumental because that's where we started, and digitalization has given our brand some form of visibility. We started with maybe about 200 followers, and now we've hit over 10K, and utilize things like influencer marketing, where we reach out to personal shoppers, we reach out to stylists who would contact all these celebrities to rock some of our pieces. Because the other thing is that when you make a piece, wear it, but your woman would also want to see how that piece will resonate for whatever event or wherever she's going. And so that's where the brand influencers come in.
What are some of the challenges that you've had to face?
Running a ready-to-wear is capital intensive. Trust me.
Because, I mean, you have to invest
the stock. Yes, you have to wait for and hope. Oh
my God.
You feel
yes.
Yes. So I think one of the challenges is getting capital. Run it the way you would want to. Currently, if you want to go to a bank for a loan, I'm sure it's 40%. So that's like wiping away all your profits. But we have developed strategy of stocking up little by little, that it doesn't eat so much profit and all of that. So it's all about strategies to ensure that you're still afloat.
I'm taking you back to our conversation. I was having another conversation with, this time it's a beauty person.
Okay.
And she was saying that the regular Ghanaian woman really doesn't like to explore with colors. And from what you're saying, it seems because instead of choosing, you made reference to red, you might
yes.
or you find like a color and add subtle colors to. What has been your experience with regards to that color?
So I think the a little right on that score, because I remember there was this collection that, like I said, our women like the subtle hues. So we threw in this yellow, bright yellow color and yellow on our own dress. But the other thing is that the same yellow color, when we tweaked it, did a mustard, added a piece of fugu, and there, it sold out within minutes. And so, yeah, like I said, it's understanding who your client is and making sure that you're serving them. Yes.
So what are some of the key elements that you consider when you're creating some of your versatile pieces?
Elements. Color. Shape.
Ooh.
Yes, shape.
But okay, because it's wear, so you have to
Yes, it's ready to wear. So, and I said it's for everyone. It doesn't matter your sweat. And so, yes.
Isn't that hard to do though?
No, it's not. So,
because some women are very curvy, have quite slender.
Yes.
Body
So
type.
there's the curvy who, for instance, would always want their sleeves covered.
Okay.
So for a collection, you'd have about 10 to 12 pieces, and you make it serves every woman.
Okay.
So the one who wants to have herself fully covered up, you throw in a piece for her.
Right.
The one who wants to show her curves and let people know that, see what I got, you throw in a piece for her. The one who wants to always feel free, likes very loose fitted things, you throw that in. And so it's all about understanding your woman, like I said earlier on, and making sure that whatever you're making serves everyone.
So do you have any exciting upcoming collections? Have you launched something quite recently that you want to talk to us about?
Yes. We recently launched a balance collection.
Balance?
Yes.
Hey, what's that about?
Okay, so apart from Saraban, I have a 9-to-5.
What?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what? As in you work in an office somewhere?
It's mostly remote. it, but I'm an investment banker as well. I'm a mother of 3, and I'm a wife.
Girl.
And yes.
You are working.
Tell me about it. So as a creative person, I noticed that balancing all of that can be really daunting. Okay, and like I said, our women like the kind of for serious things for your boardroom and all of that. But this time to throw in some playful, casual pieces, and they've really been receptive to it.
Step into the world of fashion, where creativity meets innovation. Beauty goes hand in hand with style. On Fashion Wednesday, we delve into the journeys of influential voices in the fashion and beauty industries here in Ghana. From emerging designers to seasoned professionals. Behind the scenes who make fashion more than what we just wear. This is Fashion Wednesday, where fashion comes to life. Catch Fashion Wednesday every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on MX24 TV.
getting a fuse of Kwesiatha and Black Sheriff together merged.
You know, is the question you giving us an PR for you.
So I did I say now
oh, I see.
Anyway,
I don't get that. Sorry.
That's brief history from me knowing you. You get me?
I see.
But to be honest, thank you so much for availing yourself to get into the music industry because we Ghanaians we love new stuff. So when somebody comes in new like that and is getting the vibe and we'll just move towards you and just push. It's just that when we're pushing and you two they bring, then you lost for the team inside. But I don't think
I know they sleep.
You know they sleep.
No, I know they sleep.
Mimi. Alorg, aka Alorg. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Let's talk about your name first, because obviously that's why that's where I'm going to start from.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Break the down.
My name is Alorg Jamfi.
Okay. Alorg Jamfi now. Okay. Hey. But what's the Alorg?
But Alorg, one people is Alorg. But so
I was named after.
Yeah. What, you were named after him?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. Alorg promotion.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you related to him?
Yeah. So he was like my friend,
No
type of thing. So I was named after. And he does like I'm an artist. So
wow.
Because
I'm the one who's going to make. Oh. I'm going to bust your bubble unless you bribe me. You're going to bribe me.
Oh my days.
Wow.
No, but good. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah. So you were named after him. He's a fantastic man, very phenomenal guy, and totally a good man. Okay, you've been a good man. Into NBA. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So that's your name, Alorg Jamfi. You're not too far from the name your dad or your parent gave to you.
Nah, Alorg Jamfi.
Yeah. Let's come back to the music thing. How do you feel about being compared to brands that are already existing? Like, my colleague just talked about you having a fuse of Black Sheriff, which, by the way, when I look at this picture, I am looking at, is this Junior?
But he looks more like Mobad here than...
Really?
Yeah, looks more like Mobad here.
Why don't you just see Alorg there?
And the question is coming from, how do you feel with... how do you feel about your brand being compared to all these brands?
I mean, they compare it to like solid brands,
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at it. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I just feel like with time, people will just adapt. Cause as you said, there's something new and people like, well, okay, I think this sound... But I feel like with time, and they'll know, okay, this Alorg.
How have you been doing music?
So I've been singing since like childhood. Singing in a church.
No.
Everybody moves from the church.
Yeah, I feel like that's how it started.
No, but tell me why. So why did you stop singing in the church?
COVID came to destroy everything. Like COVID made everybody a bit like, I don't know, but and I got high. I started singing in school, and people were like, "Yo, you can sing." And I got in a group, like singing with people in school, and I got hyped in school.
Okay.
Which
high school did you go to?
Accra Academy.
I see.
Yeah, from there I just like continue.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you leave education because you started doing music?
Yes.
Why?
Because I believe in the music. See, same way someone can like when someone's like, I believe in what I'm doing, like, okay, I want to be a doctor. Because the person believes.
Yeah.
You don't yeah, I believe in it. That's what I put in my...
So you're 100%. Is there any... Are we going to see Alorg go back to school at any point?
I don't think so. Because I feel like if it's on the big stages, I don't think I'll need...
You would need school, but
I feel like I'll need education, but not school per se. Because every rich man, if you become rich, you have to have some education and invest in stuff. So
let me see if I can get you to change your mind about school, because I love school. Okay. So in recent times, I was telling him last year that I fell in love all over again with Kwabna because I met him on campus.
Oh.
And then I was like, no, this is amazing. Like, one would think that you've made it. What do you need school for? There was a whole new vibe about Stonebwoy just because he went back to school.
Yeah,
and then there was Guru whose brand had gone missing for a very long time. Then all of a sudden, people are interested in him just because he went back to school. Have I convinced you enough? It'll work later.
What if on that note, I mean, yes, we do know Alorg is doing his own music and everything, but then maybe you going back to school should bring in the masses, because you still have the people, you get it, and those people are going to grow with you, whether you like it or not. So to the university to go into any field you want to get into, these are your people that you're going to be growing up with. So the most definitely don't.
Anyway, this is not a session to convince the man to go back to school. But let's go back to your very viral. What do you call Buddy Day?
Buddy.
No, you did that with Bad Mayors.
Bad Mayors, yes, the twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Viral.
Yes.
But tell me walk me through your creative process for that particular project.
Okay, so we was freestyling in the washroom, like always, because washroom echoes. So like normally, and we talk about our life, play beats, freestyle. Like that's every day something.
That's awkward.
So yeah, but then like we're just like playing the beat. The twins, one of them, my brother, with him, and he was walking out. I'm like, yo, do that again. I said, hard. I was like, okay, he did it, and I just flew like, we didn't like suffer. We wrote it under a minute because the beat was just a vibe, and just went to the studio the next day, recorded it,
and it went viral. And
Two Shoes was like, we should post it because this song is we posted it, and that was all. It just went. But then we believed the name before, so I got a tattoo. Free my mind. We all have the same thing.
Oh.
We wanted to tell the world how much we believe in the song and in God. Like before, like the song coming out, it's like you feel.
When I listen to you, I'm listening to a very calm but very passionate person. Do you think that have you looked in the past how passionate musicians have been either successful or ruined by their passion for the music, and what do you make of it?
I just feel like it's a journey for everybody, you know, and personally, I'm just like doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm just moving, navigating, like I didn't know I was coming here, like God brought me here, like literally that's how it keeps on moving every day. So I just feel like,
Are we ever going to see you back in the church singing?
I want to.
Oh, you want to? I love that. I love that.
I'm not mad at that.
So hopefully we're going to see. So Kwame Eugene also started from church.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we listen to some of his songs, we get a feel of Asare Kakra.
Do you hear Asare Kakra?
Come again?
Do you hear Asare Kakra in my song?
In your song? Yeah. Not yet.
Okay. Not yet.
I believe that at some point we're going to hear Asare Kakra. Or probably you do a bit of the urban gospel. Do you like the crop of urban gospel musicians we have now?
I mean, I've heard some songs. It's cool. I like it.
I think we get into the churchy side with the brand new one. I feel that the emotions in.
Because I feel like my songs. I feel like most of my songs are gospel.
Gospel. Yeah. That's what you feel. Yeah, because that's what it is. As long as you feel like that's what it is.
So tell us about Lonely and Paranoid. I mean, first of all, the title, Lonely and Paranoid. Why?
So it came from a real, like, emotion. So I was like lonely, and I was alone, and I was beats, and I was crying. I was sad. I was very sad, and because I was broken, and I just.
You don't want to tell us a story. You don't want to tell us. Give us broken hearts, and I say.
No.
Is it? What
brought out those emotions?
Is a friend breakup.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm that person that like I love people with my heart, you know. So
you look it. Yeah.
So I was just in it. I feel like every artist has that.
I agree with you.
I was in my feels. Yeah, and I just sang it, and I went to the studio. I just can't testify. It was like, I was on a slow beat, and he was like, nah, let's put some, you know, it's too sad. Like, come in the world cry. And then I just wrote it.
And I love that you write a song like this. I really pray that you make it a campaign, especially for the creatives, because a lot of people do not see that part of their lives because they don't have to show it. Marketing-wise, it's not even good. when Kiddy came out with his song, they said a marketing strategy, but only God knows what he goes through in his. And so I always say that creatives are 90% emotions, 10% the skill you see. Because the more they put the emotions they're feeling into a song, the better the song is. When they're very happy and they're making it and they put it in a song, you see that the song is a hit, is good. And so I'm always with that. And so I pray that this becomes a big project that you embark on.
Amen.
It also affects the conversation on mental health a little bit, which kickstarted a couple of years ago, especially for the creatives. But let's come back to small controversy that has been in the system. Black Sherif and yourself. There have been comparisons. There have been all of these, trying to instigate conversations. How do you face these conversations?
Me, I'm happy because I love Black Sherif.
Oh.
I can ask everybody that's close to me knows I love Black Sherif to the moon.
Oh.
Yeah, so when people do that, I try and find what they're talking about. Maybe they'll just adapt, Yeah, but I feel like it's just people's opinion. What do you feel?
Personally, I think that it's okay to be right. Because again, Black Sherif is an already established and accepted brand. Being seen in his light is not entirely a bad thing. It's what you do with it. So if you're seen as a brand that can equate such a brand that has gotten to that level, then that means that you have work to do to be better than that. So for me, I'll take it that way. I'll take it in that light. Like, okay, if people think that I sound or look or have a bit of a Black Sherif vibe, then that means that there's something in me that could be bigger than that, because I am originally Alorg, and I have things that Black Sherif does not have. But if I have elements of that, that's an add-on. I'll just build on that and become way better than what they're projecting on me. So
I feel for me it would be there's work for you.
Yeah.
There's really work for you, because it's not about differentiating yourself with Black or trying your possible best to associate yourself with Black Sherif, but it's about me being able to say that, Charlie, have you heard the new song from Alorg? Charlie, that's my G right there. You get it? Yeah. So that's that mindset. So it's work. It's work, and we do know that you definitely get into the progress. We're hoping it, and we're keeping our tabs on you too as well. Great, but get it into the scene proper. How do you feel? Because you're coming in strong. So how do you feel in the music space?
I feel like I'm born for this.
I see.
Yeah.
Really?
How was 2024 for you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's my year of growth.
Yay.
I saw everything. I was like, yo.
I didn't plan for this. Highlights. Give us highlights.
Feel my mind blew up. I started God.
Oh.
Everything was just making sense. Everything made sense. Yeah.
2025 plan for Alorg.
Just get ready. You see it. You hear it. Go here.
I'll take a picture with you and go put down. So everybody will know I know Alorg.
Yeah.
When you blow and the passion, I'll post your picture.
That's the thing. The passion in which you're talking, where you will get to, I just need to have that picture with you so that at least everybody will know, say, Charlie, Alorg can't be, when they're talking about, and I'm sure a lot of people might even later on regretted that the likes of Black Sherif, whilst they were there with them and all that, they didn't do that. Now the person catch somewhere, be now they can't talk, say, you get it. It's from here. But with regards to songs and videos and you doing your music and all, 2025, what should we expect from you?
So I've been I record every time. So I have loads of projects, So
we're going to be releasing. Are you looking for nomination at the CGMAs?
Hopefully, yes.
But do you think you've worked enough to so you deserve the nomination?
I deserve it. I deserve it.
If you don't get nominated, would you be disappointed?
I'm not mad.
Would you say that you're a brand that works for the nominations recognition or for the shmoney?
No, I just. I'm doing music is my thing, is a message. So if what I do inspires people and it touches people to bring something to me, of course I'll be happy about it. If it doesn't, there's always something, you know.
There's always something that gives, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going to find this Lonely and Paranoid song? On which platforms?
It's everywhere. It's on every platform. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Everywhere. These are Audio Mark. Everywhere.
Alorg, how do we connect with you? Are you big on social media? How do we connect with you?
Okay, Alorg is a rebel. Yeah, I reply every time I'm free.
So if I slide into your DM right now, you reply?
I'm free, yeah, when I'm free.
Okay. All right.
I forgot something. I mean, my producer sent me your page and everything, so I went through and I was like, okay. And the rebel there caught my eye. Like, I'm like, okay, what is, because if you talk about rebel, it's very intense, okay? So for you, what's the meaning of rebel here?
So rebel is, before my EP came out, I wanted to, I experienced life. Like, I passed through a lot of things that I didn't even know existed, you know. And I was like, yo, I'm a rebel. Deep down inside me, I'm a rebel.
Yeah, rebel.
Because I didn't let things oppress me. I didn't let things overcome me.
Right.
And I did things out of not fear, but then out of like, no, I'll do this because I want to do it. And I'll do it anyway. It will work. It will happen. You know. And if someone gives me a bad, you know, advice or something, I'll just rebel. It's like, nah, this is not good. Let's do it. Like you feel. Yeah.
So you're a rebel in a good way.
Yes. Everybody. We're a rebel too.
I think I am. My parents know that.
Yeah.
They know. They know. They know I'm a little cute little rebel. You have a song, Alcohol.
Yeah, Alcohol.
Tell me about that song.
Yeah,
you drink?
No, I don't drink. But then it was a phase of my life. I used to drink crazy because I was, you know, when you are broken and you have to feel like, okay, do something.
Do something. I'm with you. I'm with you.
You know, so I'm like, okay, cool. Let me just break the rules. I mean, I'm a rebel.
Yeah. So you broke the rules, tried alcohol. Is that what inspired the song?
A girl broke my heart, and yeah, just talking about a girl, someone left me and I was broken, so I took alcohol for my pain type of thing, you know.
How did you come?
I'll just say growth.
Yeah, just woke up one morning like, nah, this is not it.
Yeah, it's just growth.
You know, this was not supposed to be a very sober conversation because I mean, this is what would you tout yourself as? Are you a hip hop artist? Are you a Afro? All these big names. What would you call yourself?
I'm an Afrobeat artist, but then I have a lot of experimental like things, new things, as you said. So everybody should get ready.
You should get ready.
Y'all get ready for the rebel Alorg. Alorg, aka Alorg. And that's going to be my name for him. People can call him Alorg. But listen, guys, this was not supposed to be a sober conversation, but you guys can relate to the soberness in the brand and the excitement it brings, because I always feel like once a brand looks very mysterious, people get excited to find out what are they going to be doing next, what is going to be next with you. So I think you have that X factor, and so go and do your thing, and give us the thing that you promised us in 2025, okay? So you can connect with him as Alorg
is a
rebel on all social media platforms. Lonely and Paranoid is also on all streaming platforms. Do you have an album already?
Yes, Down I'm a Rebel. That's the name of the album.
Okay.
Oh.
It's out.
Down I'm a Rebel. Great.
Go and listen to it. Tell me if it's bad.
If it's bad, let's tell him more.
It's not bad. You know, they know. They all know.
The right thing for is a good brand. I've given it away. I've given her flowers. Ira will kill for Alorg. Ira will kill for what's the guy's name again? Kwesi Arthur.
No, Kwesi Arthur.
We have married him. He's our in-law. But to you out there, thank you so much for being a part of the show. This has been an incredible interview. I enjoyed the experience, and I know you did too. Just jump onto our social media platforms. If you're just joining in, well, we're going to put this on our social media, MX24, on all social media platforms. Just jump on there. Let's have a good time. My name is Miriam Udua Mensa. We see you again tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on MX24.
Well, for a rebel who gave us a sober moment, Wow, I'm mixed in there. But anyways, thank you so much for being part of the show. You know what to do when we're off camera. Catch us live on socials. It's MX24GH across board for the AM Club, and especially, most definitely, you need to just go mx24.app/AM Club. You get everything right there, okay? So we see you same time tomorrow. We'll leave you in the hands of
Alorg.
Alorg. Enjoy.
Alorg.